Hello, this is Electron Man here again. Today I want to do a video about making hand sanitizers and alcohol. There are three main types of alcohol. First of which, methyl alcohol. Methyl alcohol is poisonous. I don't have an example here. It's definitely not something you'd want to put in hand sanitizer. It uses like fuel additives and stuff like that. The other one to go over here is rubbing alcohol, isopropyl alcohol. Generally used for medical purposes. Comes in 70% like here. You can also get it commonly in 91%. This is also toxic. Not something you can drink. It's not quite as toxic as methyl alcohol, but definitely it is toxic, but not toxic enough that you can't put it on your hands, but you don't want to bathe in it. So the other one here, we got denatured alcohol. Now this is poisonous. Often it is mostly ethanol, which is not poisonous, but to prevent people from trying to drink it, they put methanol in to make it poisonous. So definitely not something you'll want to put on your hands as well. There's a misleading post out there on the internet saying you can use denatured alcohol. Well, it's got poison in. Probably don't want to put it on your hands. But you can use this, though, for desanitizing some surfaces that aren't going to be used, for eating off of or drinking out of. So that's one possibility. Just keep in mind, this is nearly 100% alcohol, and it's quite flammable. In fact, they use it in burners often. So then we'll go on to ethyl alcohol. Sorry about that. Or ethanol. So this is commonly used in alcoholic drinks. Liquor. So here we got an example of liquor. The one thing is, most liquors are usually 80 proof or 40% alcohol or less. 40% alcohol is not good enough for hand sanitizer. So vodka is not good enough for hand sanitizer. It usually does not have enough alcohol in, especially what you'd buy in the US. If you want to use this type of alcohol, it's best used with this. Mix it up, make a drink. Now in the US, at least, there are two types of alcohol that are strong enough. One of which is Everclear, which is about 94.5% alcohol. Another would be like 151 rum, which is about 75% alcohol. So let's get on talking about making some. And by the way, you mix this with some shellac and it makes a nice finish. So, another thing with the internet that I've found is there's just simply some wrong information on the ratios of making and mixing your hand sanitizer. Many will tell you to mix a third of a cup of your alcohol, whatever that happens to be, with a fourth of a cup of other ingredients, aloe vera, or in this case we'll be using glycerin. The reality is, if you mix it in that ratio, you will not get 75% as a final solution, as most of them proclaim. That is, of course, unless you have 100% alcohol, which that is unlikely that you would have. Let's give you some examples here of that. If you were to mix 3/4 of a cup of 70% alcohol, rubbing alcohol, which is what we have here, with 1/4 of a cup of something else, in fact, you would end up with something less than 60% alcohol. And less than 60% alcohol is definitely not recommended as a good sanitizer. So if you're going to use this, don't put much with it if you're going to use 70% alcohol. So as a general list of percentages here, if you're going to use 70%, like this one here, in all of these ratios, we use 1 cup of alcohol, and then we'll mix it with 1 tablespoon. So in the examples, like I said, 1 cup of whatever alcohol solution, and then I'll give the tablespoons. So 1 cup is 70% alcohol like we have here, and just 1 teaspoon of anything else, aloe vera, glycerin, whatever, you'll end up with a 65% solution, which is, it's adequate for hand sanitizer. Could be a little stronger. But for the 70%, that's really all you should probably be adding to keep a high percentage. Now, if you have the 91% rubbing alcohol, you could put like 2 tablespoons with 1 cup of 91% rubbing alcohol with 2 tablespoons. That'll give you about 80%. Now, if you take that 1 cup of 91% alcohol, put 3 tablespoons, 76%. You put 4 tablespoons of something else in your 91% alcohol solution, you get about 72%. So 4 tablespoons, a quarter of a cup. Don't put any more than that, in your 91% alcohol. So then we'll get on to like something stronger here, like Everclear. It's 94.5%. If you put 4 tablespoons or a quarter of a cup, it'll get down to about 75%, which, 75% is probably right in there of what you want to use for a hand sanitizer. You put 5 tablespoons with 1 cup of a 94.5% alcohol, it'll knock it down to about 71%. So, one way to make some hand sanitizer here with the Everclear and the glycerin. So we're going to do here. And let's see here. So this glycerin here is widely used in lotions and also in most hand sanitizers. So this is okay to use in your hands. So by adding this, we'll thicken up the hand sanitizer, so make it easier to spread on our hands, and it'll help the alcohol from evaporating as quickly. So we'll make some here. We'll start with one cup measuring cup here, and 1 cup of Everclear, 94.5% alcohol. Again, this is some pretty flammable stuff. You wouldn't be smoking while you're doing this. And then a quarter of a cup measuring cup here, with some of this glycerin here. So it's thick. So we'll pour that in here. Give it a mix. I'm not going to mix it real well in here. Yes, and so for the sake of this video, I won't, mix it up. So it definitely is, sorry to see here, but it's a little thicker than the regular alcohol, but certainly not near as thick as your regular hand sanitizer. But you put this in a squirt bottle or something, and there you go. Rub it on your hands good. Now the glycerin helps it stay there a little bit longer. So your hands get, yeah, see, definitely still liquid. So it's it's staying on there, doing its job, killing the viruses and whatnot. So there you have it. That is there you have. There's making the glycerin. Now also, some shortage of toilet paper. One thing is, toilet paper it's not even been around 100 years. The reality is most people in the world don't even use toilet paper. They use the old buck and a dipper here. So I'll now demonstrate on how to use this buck and a dipper. Okay, I'm joking about that. So anyway, hopefully you found this video maybe helpful. If you like this video, please like down there somewhere. If you want to perhaps see some future videos I might do, subscribe to my channel. See you later.